Welcome to State of the Living Dex, where I'm going to do a yearly series and show off my decks and just kind of how it's coming along. So, here in box one, you see that it's full. Most of these were obtained during Let's Go, some of them a bit older. So there's that. Moving on here. Have a little bit to fill out. I need the last Pidgey. Don't have anything in the Sparrow or Ekans line. The Aloans, I don't have much in the way of that either. But, it's coming along. This one's full up. I got quite a bit of Kanto. Missing these. I could probably pick these up in Scarlet or Violet. Same with the Mankeys here. Other than that, you can see I've got the Hisui done. And I decided to put the different forms. I think you got regular Meowth, Alolan Meowth, Galar Meowth all together because they share a Pokedex number instead of splitting it up by region. It just makes more sense in my head. So moving on. I've got it's getting there. It's mostly done. Like I said, I'm almost done with Kanto. Mostly it's filling out the Alolan stuff. I just never really got around to shiny hunting those yet. And a few that weren't in Sword or Shield, or I just didn't get around to on Let's Go. But I'll get there. In good time. All in good time. Again, Alolan one's missing, but most of the rest is filled out. This one's all full. Same as this. Got all these. So many EVs. I got a whole other box full of shiny EVs. And I got most of the legendaries. I'm missing a couple regular birds. The Articuno, the Moltres. And, of course, this Mew is a cloned Mew. I got it cloned from someone that did do the Pokemon Emerald. I forget what it's called, but one of the only legitimate ways to get a Mew. Because it is cloned, I'm going to keep it, but I do plan on replacing it with the one from Pokemon Go when you hit level 40, which I'm oh so close to. Alright, moving on to Johto. I'm lacking a lot here. I've got a few. This one, I believe, came from the Lucky Egg. As you can see, the little Game Boy icon down in the corner. I've got a few, but this is where it starts lacking quite a bit. And you see this one comes from Go. The EVs. Got these ones. I do hope to get all of the unknowns. I didn't put them here because how much space they would take in. They have their own box. Or I've got I want to say 3 of them. But I might eventually make the space in the actual Living Dex and put them here. This one's getting a little bit more filled out with a lot of stuff that was regularly seen around the Hisui region. Which I think continues on here, yeah. But again, Johto is just not quite there yet. Although I do have all of the beasts now. And Ho-Oh, but no Lugia. Alright. Moving on to what's next. Hoenn. You can see a lot of this is Pogo stuff. Except this is all Hisui. I got this in Legends. And it's a lot like Johto. It's kind of hit and miss. I don't have any on this page. But I'm hoping to get quite a few of these. Well, I guess just the Makihita and what's this, Hariyama, Scarlet. Again, pretty empty for Hoenn, I guess. I have a Torkoal. I could replace this with a non-Pogo one because I caught one in Scarlet, so that's nice. Pretty empty throughout, just kind of scatterings of them. Nothing really to talk about much here. No interesting stories on this stuff. These are the Steven ones, which were a special giveaway. I can't remember when. Yeah. I would like to replace these with non-Pokemon Go, because I find that G kind of hideous. Then we move on to Sinnoh, which again is going to be a bit of a smattering, but I think fuller than Johto and Hoenn because of just how many Sinnoh Pokemon were in Hisui, which makes sense. It's like this one's almost done. I need a Piplup. This one's a little bit more bare, but this one's pretty full. This one's just the Skunky, which is in Violet, and I've almost got the shiny charm there, where I'll start hunting soon. This is about full, just a couple missing. Same here, just a little bit. It's getting there though. I'm fairly proud of my shiny Dex and how much I've accomplished since I started doing it, which was just a couple of years ago, I think. I've not really been working on it as long as it seems. Need the late Guardians. Got Dialga after a long hunt. Working on Palkia. Then I'll get to these. I shiny hunted this one on Brilliant Diamond. Alright, moving on to what's next. Unova. A lot of Pogo ones. These ones are all bred. A lot of my shiny hunting is through breeding, which, as you can tell with, like, did I hatch a shiny? And I kind of jump around a little bit on what I'm hatching and in what region. This one's almost done, just need this line. Got this one finished out, including every Basculin. Same's here, all complete. Almost. We're working on this one right now. Oh, did I hatch a shiny? Hopefully we'll get it soon. And I need the Goth line and the Solosis. I'm going to start shiny hunting these things very soon, and they're one of the first things I want to shiny hunt in Scarlet and Violet. I don't know why, I just really like the deer. I currently have one. I want them all. This one's pretty empty. Got a lot of work to do there. Same here. We'll get there. I've got to make new room for the new things there. We'll be making space for any new forms and Scarlet and Violet. Almost got the what are they called? The Swords of Justice. Just need Cobalion, who I started hunting a little bit, kind of on my own time off of Twitch. Let's see. Yeah, and then we get to this page where I've got nothing so far. And then where are we at here? Kalos. Same with the Pavilions, like the unknowns. I'll probably eventually make them their own space here. I just didn't do it at time of, because there was a lot. But even though there's a lot, you can see I did do it with the Floette, or the Flobaby line. And I split it into color, because I thought it looked nicer, even though it's kind of against what I was doing. That's just my cat. Trying to get in. And then the Furfrows as well, I've got here. Which, I'm not sure. These ones are going to be tricky, unless they add them as DLC in Scarlet and Violet and let you keep the cuts even when they're put in the boxes. Because as you can see with the Pogo symbol, you could only get these through that method. And I was not fortunate enough to find any in shiny during their run. Yeah, this one's coming along. A little bit to fill out. Same here. Got a few. Got almost the entire Goomy line except just a regular Slugoo. So I should probably get that, 'cause that drives me crazy. Almost got all of these, including all the sizes of the Pumpkaboos and the Gurgeists. That was kind of fun to do. I got some of these. These are the giveaways that they did at the end of X and Y. Then we move on to Alola, which I do have a young goose that's shiny that I caught in Scarlet that'll be added eventually when that connectivity's there. Got the Rockruff line, but I'm missing a lot here too. I'm gonna do Minor, Meteor. I don't know how to pronounce it. Minior, maybe. Minior sounds right. Looks right. With some of the, I forgot how small the Alola Dex was. It's already to the legendaries here, which I don't have much of, and the Ultra Beasts. But as we move on to the Galarian one, I've got almost all of it through a lot of breeding. This is almost entirely Masuda method breeding. Few of these, like I think one of these somewhere, there's Rockstar. This was the giveaway they did. This one was given to me by a friend for helping them do something. I do need the authentic one still. That is something I plan on doing nearish future. So I really want the shiny authentics. Got all of these. The Alcremies, there's so many of them. I'll show you. I do have them all in a separate box. I am not going to do every single thing as a shiny, because they all look the same. That's a little too ridiculous for me. And then I don't have the fossils. And then here, yeah, they just, I think all of these are, no, well, these aren't shiny locked, but most of the stuff here is shiny locked that I don't have, except the Reggies. Got the Suian ones all done, except this, which I'm not sure if this is shiny locked or not. If not, I'm going to need to get there again in another playthrough and shiny hunt it. So that's currently the end of my Living Dex. Except I do have, I guess, a few more things I could show off. Like I said, yeah, so the Milceries, or Milceries, I think, Milcery. These are a few extras. And then I got them all. They're all Gmax too. They did a big event where there was a lot of Gmaxes, and I just played it constantly until I got them. Which I did get a few shinies, but I'm not, like I said, this is too many to worry about. Other than my Pavilion patterns. Yeah, the Pikachu hats. And I think that'll do it, then unless you want to see a bunch of Eevees all in one place. This seems like a fine place to end. Thank you for joining me on the State of the Shiny Dex, or State of the Living Dex, whatever I'll name it. If you can hear my cat meowing, she's also ready for me to stop doing this. So I'll bid you all a fond farewell. Take care.